This short video will be another example of how the Luciferian pagan religions are basically the same thing, and how they operate through secret societies in the occult. Jesus' coming forced them to obfuscate it by covering all their Luciferianism in art, theater, parades, circuses, film, opera, music, allegory, all the stuff that I talk about on this channel. And this is the religion of the elites. It's how they got to be elites in the first place, or it runs in the family. And I'm not going to go over all the common practices because y'all already know what they are, but some examples are magic, aka witchcraft, sun, moon, and star worship, and planets, worship of the associated spirits with those, fallen angels, drugs, sex, revelry, usury, etc. And this example is not one I'd heard of, but a friend in the UK sent it to me, and it's called the Veiled Prophet Secret Society. And they give this ball or parade in St. Louis annually since the later 1800s. But the Veiled Prophet is the grand wizard of it. This is just an advertisement from it. And he used to be honored as a giant on a float during the parade, but then they changed it to masked person and called him the Veiled Prophet. And these are some artifacts from it. Invitations and posters and things like that. This is a poster. And these are some of the invitations here. This here is a woman riding a double-headed snake dragon thingy. Okay. So, an American secret society founded in 1878 by Charles and Alonzo Slayback, originally open only to men. Yearly themed balls were hosted by them. And among the many symbols included the Seal of Solomon with the zodiac images of women riding beasts, dragons, pentagrams, hexagrams, jinns, or spirit from Arabian esotericism, and other lore from occultism. It says in 1973, the stage steps were crashed into by a protester named Gina Scott, causing her to fall and fracture her ribs. Despite that, she managed to run up to the VP and rip off his hood, revealing the vice president of Monsanto Chemical Corporation, Tom K. Smith Jr., seated on the throne. He was the Veiled Prophet. I guess they pick a different one every year. It says the organizers wanted to sue but decided against it once an open court appearance would be required. The Veiled Prophets had deep connections to various U.S. presidents from Glover Cleveland to George Bush, members of the U.S. military-industrial complex, and members of the U.S. Intelligence Service. So what is Arabian esotericism? Well, if you look at the founder of this secret society, the Veiled Prophet, Alonzo Slayback, he was a chief of police at that time, and it tells you that he founded that society based on the concept of this character, Al-Muhammad, who was a mystic from the Middle East around 500 AD, who fashioned himself as an oracle or prophet, but he was also a politician and a military leader. And his religion was Zoroastrianism, which came from Babylon and then morphed into Mithraism, which was the Roman version of Zoroastrianism. This is just a drawing of a depiction of the parades you see here. You got a giant back there. You got the sphere. Somebody with their scepter. And if you look closely, you'll see the all-seeing eye on it. There's the all-seeing eye. There's another all-seeing eye there. There's actually a few of them. So see, it's always the same with these elites. It's always the same. Of course, there's a crown involved. I think this one has a French flair, so you have the fleur-de-lis and the Templar cross, which Sean Ross says this Templar cross is a representation of a 3D pyramid. Like if you fold it down on itself, maybe. Possibly. And this is just an advertisement poster from the 1883 parade. See here, you got your Veiled Prophet, and he's on this dragon griffin thing. Thanks, Iggy, for sending me that. That's a good example. I hadn't heard of that one before.